Hi, and welcome along to AFTV. We are going to preview the game, which is going to be taking place against Leicester, 7:15 pay-per-view. If you're watching it in the UK, that's £14.95 to watch it. But have no fear, you can watch our watch-along for absolutely free on AFTV on Sunday night. But to look forward to the game, I thought I'd get Jamie from Leicester Fan TV so that we could take a closer look at how we feel the games are going to go on. Jamie, how you doing, mate?
I mean, Rob, I thought you were going to say so you can take the Mickey out of me then for a minute when you said it a bit slowly.
How can I take
I'm good, pal. I'm good. Look, just to show you, look, that's what it's like. Nice and sunny in Alcudia now for you. Is it all right in London?
Tell everybody where you are at the moment.
Well, I've got a bar in Alcudia called the Fox's Arms in Alcudia, Mallorca, in the north. I've been here about 16 years now, and the weather is absolutely fantastic. Business isn't very good at the minute because of the old COVID, but the weather is fantastic.
So what, do you show all the Leicester games and stuff like that?
Show all the Leicester games through me Spanish TV because they're on. It's quite easy to get them over here on the Spanish TV. So all the Leicester games, rampacked every Leicester game. I'm open from March till October normally, so any games in that time, they're all on friendlies, you name it, they're on it. And it seems like everyone's drawn to us. It's like a flag of Leicester put in the roof, and everyone just follows it. I'm like the Pied Piper, bringing everyone from Leicester in. It's brilliant, it really is. Mrs. don't like it because it gets too busy for her.
What was that place like when you won the league?
Absolutely buzzing, absolutely buzzing. It's a shame we didn't win it on the Sunday because we played Man U and drew 1-1 at Old Trafford. And we're absolutely rammed for that. Man U fans, Leicester fans, brilliant. And then the Monday night when Chelsea played Spurs, and when Hazard curled it in the 82nd minute, it was, I went mental. And then at 9:37 on May the 2nd on 2016, I was running up and down the street with my Leicester flag, bullfighting the cars. And these taxi drivers and people were looking at me, what's that silly bloke doing? And there's me going, ole, ole. And my missus getting someone, go and get him off the road before he kills himself. Oh, I didn't give a damn that night. It was fantastic. It really was. It was a brilliant night.
That was, that was an amazing time for you guys. However, we are back now. It's
changed.
2020. And to be fair, Leicester have still been, you had a great season last year. Probably disappointing in the end that you missed out on the Champions League. But under Brendan Rodgers, Leicester been playing some really, really good stuff. It's been a bit mixed for you, though, this season because you started off the season like a train. You got that great win over Manchester City away from home, and everybody was like, oh, here comes Leicester again. Could it be another one of them? But then since then, a couple of defeats, one against Villa, also West Ham, quite bad defeats as well. I mean, what's your season been like so far?
Well, if we go back to pre-season before we start talking about the season, it wasn't looking good because we hadn't made any signings, and then all of a sudden, just before the season started, we signed Castagna, cracking player. We signed Fofana as well, another decent player that's come on. He's only 19, 30 million quid. We all thought 30 million quid for a 19-year-old, but the last 2 games he's played, he looks like he's got an old head on a young pair of shoulders. We got I can't pronounce his first name. From Roma. He's a Turkish international. Good winger, but he's got to get match fit. He's not used to playing the Premier League kind of the pace and that. So we were looking a bit not very confident. And then we played West Brom away, and we thought, oh, Championship team coming up. West Brom were a good side last year in that Championship, and we thought we could struggle against them. And we turned out a 3-0 victory, and West Ham were like, no, they weren't as good as we thought, or whether we were brilliant or they weren't as good as we thought. Went to Man City and thinking, tough game, very tough game. When Mahrez scored after 3 or 4 minutes, I think it was, you were thinking, oh, God, here we go. The old Leicester's back in town. And we just, well, according to Man City, Sterling and Jordi, they all thought, Rodrigo, we were lucky to win. We had 3 penalties, but you've got to be in the pots. If you get penalties, that means you're playing attacking football, surely, to get them penalties. They've made mistakes, so we weren't that lucky.
No.
Oh, sorry, we played Burnley just before, and Burnley a tough game as well. You don't usually score 4 goals past the Sean Dyche team. And then it came to we played you in the Cup and thinking, oh, here we go. Cup game against Arsenal. We lost, didn't score. Then we played against West Ham. I think complacency got to us a little bit, to be honest, in that game. We thought West Ham weren't going to be as good, even though They'd had a couple of good. Who did they beat? No, yeah, they beat someone just before the play. Oh, Wolves.
I think they beat Wolves 4-0. Yeah, they beat Wolves
4-0. And we thought, yeah, that was a one-off result for West Ham, but it's not. West Ham are a good side, and they all cause problems. I think they drew today. Yeah, I think Man City. I think they'll cause them problems today. So yeah, and then it's just sort of it's the typical Leicester. A few weeks up there, a couple of weeks down here, and then we beat a Ukrainian pub side on Thursday night. So hopefully that will give us that bit of confidence scoring goals, and hopefully it will roll on to tomorrow. But it's been with Leicester. It's Leicester, typical Leicester. You do well, and then you do bad, and then you do well, and then it's very typical Leicester, I'm afraid.
I'm hoping that it's the do bad one tomorrow. Of course, you've got a lot of injuries at the moment. I mean, I know that Sionchu's out, which must be a big blow. Even though you said Fofana's come in and he's done well, but that must be a big blow. And there's also a few doubts on some other players. Is that right?
Yeah, we've got Sionchu's definitely out till at least 3 months, which is a massive problem for us with him, because he came in. He was already here the year before. Maguire left in the summer for 80 million. We'd already bought him for 80 million, and we got defensively better when Maguire left, which you sell your best defender and you get better. I don't understand that. Ricardo Pereira, quality wing back. Well, not wing back. We bought him as a wing back, but we've only played him as full back. Missing him. He's out for another couple of weeks. Big Wilf, he's out. He can play. He's been playing centre half just recently. He's got injured. He's Big Wilf. Yeah, indeed. He's got injured. I think he's out for 2 or 3 months as well. Daniel Amati. He was out for 2 years. Brendan Rodgers threw a bit of a curveball in the Man City game, put him in. Everyone, the comments were so negative before. Why is Marty playing? Why is he doing this? Why is he playing this? And Marty was outstanding in the Man City game. And Brendan Rodgers is used to throwing a curveball in like that. And then Marty got injured. And then we've got, so there's them 4 that are definitely out. Your best mate that scored 8 and 8 against you, Jamie Vardy. I know how you love Jamie Vardy, Robbie. He's a doubt for you. So he's a big doubt. So he's a bit of a 50-50. Yeah, like I say, you need to go to that church tomorrow morning to pray that he's not playing. Maddison's just getting back to match fit, and DP Dennis Pratt in the middle of the park. He's not quite match fit again. So it's that international week that ruined us.
Madison did come on though, didn't he, during in the Europa League game?
He actually started. He started that because that was his first start since the cup game against you.
Yes, he's all right, isn't he? He'll be all right then, won't he? And
he should be.
Didn't Pratt come on as well? I thought he came on.
No, he started as well to get minutes in the leg because they thought we've got to give him time. Thinking of the Arsenal game, we got 3-0 up, and they took Maddison off, took Pratt off, took Tillemans off, took Iheanacho off, and rested him for the last 10 minutes. Took Johnny Evans off. Well, Johnny Evans, he got a bit of a knock as well, but he's playing through the pain barrier, so we could be struggling. But hopefully not that much struggling, touch wood.
Well, listen, it's always a tough game. Although we got a fantastic record against you guys. You I did a live video on your channel. You said, you gave the stat. You haven't beaten us at our place since 1973. But the last time we faced off against each other at our place, it was a draw. It was a 1-1 draw. We'll be going.
Your mate Vardy scored, didn't he?
Vardy again. That guy always scores against us, right? But looking at Arsenal, what have you made of us, and who do you fear at Arsenal?
Well, to be honest, you've got a decent setup. I'll start with the 2 that I fear the most: is Aubameyang and Lacazette. I do not understand why they don't play together more often. I think they're a cracking partnership. If they play together tomorrow up front, then I think we'll be struggling. That Pepe, did you buy him last year or the year before?
Year before.
He looks a good lad. To be honest, I think it's more your attacking side of it is your threat. I think Arteta, if I'm looking for it, he's not got Arsenal playing quite the way he wants to play him, to play his style of football yet. I think it's your defence that's a little bit of weakness. That David Luiz, I think he's one of you. From our point of view, he can make the odd mistake, can't he?
Yeah, definitely. Funny, you are right. You can get, especially Vardy, trying to play on the shoulder of David Luiz. That worries me. But the funny thing is that the defensive side of Arsenal this season has been pretty good. It's been pretty strong. I mean, even against City the other day, even though we lost the game. I felt if we would have gone for it a bit more, we could have got something out of the game. We defended very well in that game, and we have been defending pretty well for most of the season, but it seemed to have taken a bit of the edge off of our attack, to be honest. And recently in Premier League games, Aubameyang's been a bit quiet, for instance. He did score against Rapid Vienna during the week, so he did get himself back on the score sheet. But up until then, he'd gone a couple of, I think it's 3 games without a goal. So but I think you could see the relief on his face when he got that goal during the week, and I think he'll be rearing to go on your defence. So you think it will be Fofana and Johnny Evans?
Yes, if Evans is fit, which he should be, it should be Fofana and Evans. Yes.
Yeah, because I'm just thinking. I mean, I don't know. Is Fofana quick, or because I'm thinking maybe
he is reasonably quick.
He's quick, yeah.
Yes, yeah. Quick,
so
we've only seen 2 games of him so far, and what he's good at doing is reading. That's why I said he's got an old head on young shoulders. He seems to be able to read it and just nip in front of the striker and win the ball and take it away. And he can put a decent pass out as well, out to the fullbacks or to the wingers that are ongoing. So he looks pretty good, to be honest. And one of the other, you've got to be wary of Castagna as well, I think, down. Well, he can play either left or right, Castagna can, which I think what's going to happen when Pereira comes back in. Pereira will play the right, Castagna will be the left, and James Justin will probably miss out. But Castagna is a big threat. He's made a huge difference in that defence this year.
I've been very, very, very impressed with Castagna, and also I've been very impressed by Harvey Barnes as well. He's been having a good season.
Yeah, if he could get his shooting boots on, it'd be absolutely fantastic. That's the only thing missing. You talk to anybody from Leicester Fan TV, anyone Leicester fans, gets his shooting boots on, he'd be absolutely fantastic. And he deserved his England call-up the other week.
And of course, you've got Tielemans. It's a very even game because you do have a very, very good team. Yeah.
We've got the Belgium trio now of Castagna, Pratt, and Tielemans. When Tielemans first came, when old Claude Puel brought him in, he came in on loan and he was looking for a job, and he was absolutely brilliant. And he got a job with us last year, and he didn't perform at the top level. But then since Castagna's come in and Pratt's playing more regular, Tielemans is coming back to his best. So hopefully we're having them 3 Belgians there all together. It's making him play better, which can only be good for us. And he's only 23. I thought he was older than that. Thought he was older. Yeah. But no, we've got a decent young squad there, growing and growing. A bit like Brendan likes to blood them young, to be honest.
So what do you reckon then? You know the record since 1973.
It's not good, is it? It's not good.
To turn us over.
Well, we've only got 1 point in the last 13 games at your place, haven't we? Which ain't the best. I mean, you've had 12 wins and 1 draw in the last 13 games. But
the draw was the last game we played, though.
Yeah, the draw. Yeah, so we haven't won there for 12. We haven't got anything. We've just gone there for waste of time, just to turn up there, and you roll us over every week. I'm going to go from a normal 2-2 and sit every away game. I think getting away points in a Premier League game is fantastic. So I'm going to go for sitting on the fence 2-2. I'm afraid.
Okay, I'm sticking. I said it on your channel. I'm sticking with the 3-1. I do fancy tomorrow. Thomas Partey's now coming to the team. Played a full 90 minutes. Looked really good the other day. I think that will strengthen up the midfield, and hopefully we'll get forward. I'm hoping that Arsenal play a 4-3-3 is what I would really like to see us play and really have a go at Leicester. But I think we're going to be very wary.
What kind of player is Partey then? What kind of midfielder is he? Is he attacking, defensive?
He's like a box-to-box player, so he's a bit of both. So he can put a pass through and that, but he's like a box-to-box player who'll get back, he'll put a tackle in, and we've really lacked that type of player for a long time. I mean, you've got Xhaka, but Xhaka's not forward-thinking or not, Xhaka can spray a good pass, but Partey can pick the ball up, he can drive into space, and he is that player that can really transition, the defense into attack. So he's a player that we haven't had for a while. And I was really excited to see him play the other night. That, of course, was Rapid Vienna. It's a completely different test against you guys. But, he's come from Atletico Madrid. He's been one of their main players. We paid a lot of money for him. And he didn't start against City, and we was a bit disappointed. But I think after seeing the other night, I'd be shocked if he doesn't start against Leicester. And that would give an extra spark as well. So Yeah, I fancy us tomorrow. I'm going to go for 3-1, but it should be a really, really good game. Of course, lucky for you, being all the way over there in Spain, you're not going to have to pay the £14.95.
Oh no, I can't
over here
do
in the
this.
UK, pay for the game.
I know it's absolutely stupid, ridiculous, travesty. It is the worst thing ever. I mean, I think it's about 100 notes you have to pay every month for your Sky, isn't it? Something like that.
Yeah,
and your BT if you have that to watch all the football. So I know you like watching all football. So to have that, and then to pay another 15 quid. I mean, I bet you're not going to watch every single game now like you used to be able to watch every single game.
No, I'll just watch the Arsenal games and any other game that's free. I'm not going to pay no £14.95 to watch, like the other night. What was it? Burnley versus West Brom. I'm sorry.
75 people paid for that. So according to, I don't know where the statistics came from, but so I've heard 70 in the land of Twitter, which must be true if it's on Twitter. 75 people watched that.
I actually hope I actually hope that statistic was true, and I actually hope that people stop watching those games because as the Leeds game, Leeds versus Villa, I wanted to watch that, but I refused. I'm like, no, I'm really paying over £100 for this stuff. Why should I pay £14.95 to watch that game? They're ripping fans off yet again. It's disgraceful. But what we're trying to do here is get people for the 15 quid to donate it to charity. And we've got 2 charities that we're asking people to donate to. The Vichai Foundation, after the chairman that passed, actually it's 2 weeks on Tuesday, he passed away. Oh, wow. 2 years ago on Tuesday. Yeah, that's gone quick, hasn't it? So we're trying to get people to donate to that. And then also to a local charity called Memphis Christmas Gifts for Children, which gives gifts to up to 500 gifts for disadvantaged children and disabled children as well. So we're trying to get people to give their 15 quid, if they can afford it, or any donation is much appreciated, to then 2 charities. It'd be fantastic. I think Newcastle have done it. I think some of Arsenal fans are doing it as well. Arsenal fans are doing it as well. You know what I mean? They're just, fans have just had enough of all being ripped off. And yet again, we're getting ripped. Maybe we're going to have to move to Spain. We get it all for free.
There's a bar here. I'll gladly give you a beer. The first one you turn up, the first one's free for you, pal. As soon as you walk through the door, it'll be there for you.
Well, thanks very much, Jamie. Really appreciate you coming on. Looking forward to the game.
You're welcome, Robbie. Thank you. Yes.
And, after the game on Sunday, good luck for the rest of the season.
Yeah, I was going to say, good luck for tomorrow, but not too much luck for tomorrow, please, pal.
Take care, mate. Thank you.
Bye, pal. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much. That's Jamie there from Leicester Fan TV. Looking forward to the game. And also, don't forget, the live watch-along, free of charge, no money. You can watch us watching it. We'll keep you up to date with what's going on. This video is supported by Profit Accumulator. Profit Accumulator helps you to earn extra money by doing something called match betting. Match betting isn't gambling. And when you do it properly, and I mean properly, you can't lose. So get involved right now. Click the link in the description and sign up to Profit Accumulator right now.